Hello, my naughty little dolly. Today I'll be sharing a naughty tale with you. Crystal's Christmas Miracle. Once upon a time, in a cute, snow-covered village a few kilometers away from the North Pole, lived a beautiful young imp called Crystal, who worked 2 jobs to make ends meet. She was a noodle toy maker by day, working in Santa's secret XXX workshop, and a stripper by night in a sweet yet drafty bar. One night, as Crystal was applying her makeup in the broom closet bar manager Mo had turned into a dressing room, our sweet imp was visited by a mysterious stranger. "I'm sorry to bother you," said the oddly attractive man with bad skin and bony, sweaty fingers. "I have been sent by movie producers who make thematic films in Montreal, and I would like to speak to you after your show. Here's my card." Surprised, Crystal looked up at the man standing behind her in the mirror. "That's very flattering, but I'm not an actress, and the timing's really bad. This is the busiest time of the year in the workshop." "My boss knows all that. And if you don't mind me filming you a bit of your show with my iPhone and sending them to Mr. Lewis, I'm pretty sure he might make you an offer you can't refuse." Crystal took the card from the mysterious stranger's clammy hand and granted him permission to record as long as she could approve the footage before he sent it. Richard Lewis, Mindfuck Production. 1777, only Derek Drive, Montreal. She read off the card. Wow! Usually really comfortable at the thought of stripping for the locals from in and around the village, Crystal was suddenly struck with an odd case of stage fright. She took a few deep breaths, concentrating on her breast in the mirror, her young, healthy lungs filling with air and pushing her large tits out. A few minutes later, she heard the house MC's deep voice over the loudspeaker. "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Ice Palace stage the beautiful Crystal. Crystal, ladies and gentlemen." As the screams and applause of the few dozen regulars filled the room, Princess Crystal strutted onto the stage with her huge breasts, wearing panties, a matching bra, and heels that would have made both RuPaul and True Devil jealous. "Ah, that's me! Look at that!" Yes, right. So, Crystal shook what her mama gave her to the beat of "Glory, Glory, My Vagina," sensually caressing the pole Mo had not so securely set up in the middle of the small stage. Crystal could not keep her eyes off the white asparagus of a man standing at the back and who seemed to already be stripping off her underwear with his eyes. Although Crystal had never fantasized about leaving her quaint little hometown, she danced her little heart out, giving her all to impress the visiting stranger. When she sensually removed her bra, she felt her areolas tingling and tried to ignore the strange sensation, but finally decided to integrate it to her number. She began rubbing the pink-colored flesh around her nipples, which drove the regulars wild, their eyes widening as if they were afraid to miss anything. happy with the reaction she was creating, and seeing as the clients were rummaging furiously with their hands in their pockets, no doubt searching for a change they would tip Crystal with, the young woman carried on with even more fervor. After a few more seconds, seeing as the audience's excitement was growing, Crystal danced to the front of the stage and leaned in to shake her large titties as she caressed them avidly in her horny clients' faces, licking her upper lip sensually to add to the effect. The audience's instantaneous reaction blew Crystal's mind. The audience gave out a collective cry that sounded like an orgasm as their eyes grew even wider and their mouths opened so wide they could have swallowed a whole 12-inch sub. Crystal took a few seconds before she realized why she was driving the man so crazy. When she looked down at her breast, she noticed they were glowing bright red like taillights on a semi. Like moths to a flame, the ice pilots' patrons started to drool and applaud recklessly, bringing the house down. Mr. Lewis's messenger stretched out his arm to get a close-up with his iPhone. Horrified, Crystal was relieved when the song ended and she was able to run off the stage in her mini dressing room. The magnificent Crystal, ladies and gentlemen, the luminescent Crystal, roared the MC over the loudspeaker. As quickly as you can say, jingle bells, jingle all the ways. Rumors that were not really rumors spread out like wildfire, and Crystal went from famous to a household name. Staring at her faded rack in the mirror, the poor girl started crying. I'll never be able to show my face or my tits anywhere. Are you kidding me? Said Mr. Lewis's assistant through the door. We'll make you a star. You'll be even more famous than Cinderella, Snow White, or Carmen Sandiego. Never mind, the man replied. Put on these ugly Christmas sweaters and haul your butt out of here. I'm flying you to Montreal tonight. But I can't! 2 days before Christmas? Are you nuts? Hard as a walnut. The stranger shot back, like every midget in this place. Little person! Although we do prefer diminutive individuals. Yeah, whatever, he grumbled. Anyway, sure looks like it's true what they say about proportions not always being what they meant to be. Come on, little girl, put up some clothes so we can fly to Montreal. Leave me alone! I can't! Santa Claus is counting on me to finish the dildo and soft silicone pussy orders. Interesting. I know this distributor who... But we can talk about that once we're in Montreal. All right, the man replied. For now, but I'm not taking no for an answer. When she was sure she was alone and nobody was standing near the door, Crystal walked out of her closet and went straight home. The next morning, she tried to make her way to her bench in the workshop without attracting attention. But all her colleagues were staring at her to see if her breast would light up through her sweater. She worked all day without making eye contact, making a record number of sex toys, and went straight home without saying a word. When she walked out of her house the next morning, she noticed a thick fog was covering the whole village. She nonetheless managed to make it to the workshop and to concentrate on work, making an impressive number of dildos and soft silicone vaginas. When the end of the day came around, Santa Claus himself came into the workshop and headed straight for Crystal's workbench. Hey there, ho! Ho, ho! Congratulations, my child! You have been named Employee of the Month for December. You're a real pro. Thank you, Santa. Unfortunately, I'm afraid your vacation will not be starting right away. Did you see that thick fog outside? I'm going to need your titties, oh so bright, to guide my sleigh tonight. It will be cold, but that would make things even better, won't it? You'll have them firm and pointing up. But Santa, the big boss replied, haven't you been taught not to talk back to your father? My, your father. That's right. Crystal Claus. I have a last name? Yes, I was waiting for the perfect time to tell you. I had an affair with a midget a few years back and... Little person, Santa! Right, little person. So, well, there you go. You are the result of my little transgression. Yeah! Shouted Santa's helper, who had been listening with their pointy little ears. Now, get naked and turn those lights on. We'll be taking off in an hour. Thrilled to be able to help her boss / dad, Crystal got up her workbench and gave her co-workers a free dance, preparing her best for the long Christmas Eve journey through the sky. Everybody was thrilled, except for the lean reindeer who had to carry Crystal on his back. So, you're wondering what happened the day after Christmas? Crystal redefined the meaning of Boxing Day by having her co-workers box her up with a shipment of dildos and soft silicone vaginas bound from Montreal when she headed to Mr. Lewis's office at Mindfuck Production. After starring in a few adult films and becoming a major star in a very niche market, Crystal Claus, the sexy elf from the North Pole, became one of the world's most influential adult film producers. The end.